Hello everybody, my name is Nasty Mold, and in this video we're going to get all of our daily quests, or seasonal candles, or treasure cakes, find information on today's shard event, all that. We also have a double seasonal candle event on right now, and a double candle cake event, which means we'll have double the amount. So today we're going to have 8 of these to find within the Vault of Knowledge. We also have 8 of our little treasure cakes to find in the Daylight Prairie. So I will show you where you can find those a little later on. Each of these will give us 25% of the wax needed to forge a season candle, so when we find all 8, we should have 2 season candles today. So we had our 2 in the beginning area, and then we have 1 behind that pillar, 1 here, 1 here. That brings us to a total of 5, and then 1 just across over by where the sapling sometimes is. So that is 6 in total. We have 2 more to find, and they can be found on the 2nd floor. So let's sit at the elevator, and I'll meet you up top. Alrighty, we have 1 over here by this lantern, and then we have our final 1 in front of this 4-player door. Again, collecting all these should give us 2 total seasonal candles today. Let me forge those real quick. And let's get started on today's daily quests. To sit at a bench with a stranger, all you have to do is find a bench and sit down with an unlit sky kid. This can be done in any realm. It doesn't have to be done in the Vault of Knowledge, but I'm doing it here. To catch the light, we can find it on the 1st floor of the Vault of Knowledge. It might be just flying around above your head. You just gotta look up and fly into it. To relive a spirit's memories, all we have to do is first relive a spirit and then light them, watch their final cutscene, and recollect their emote. This can be done with any spirit in the Vault of Knowledge. It does not necessarily have to be this one. So feel free to use any spirit at all as long as they're in the Vault of Knowledge. The rainbow candles can be found on the 4th floor. It's just over here by this little broken temple. All we have to do is fly into it. You don't have to collect the candles, but you might as well. Today's rotating treasure candles can be found in the Daylight Prairie. We have our very first one in the social space. We can find our next cake in the Prairie Caves, just on the steps a little bit further in. Our 3rd cake can be found in the Bird's Nest area, right on this big broken tower. And our 4th and final treasure cake can be found just in front of Prairie Temple. Today's daily treasure candles can be found in the Daylight Prairie. Our first one is right here in the Prairie social space. Our next candle can be found just before the exit to the Prairie Village. Our 3rd one can be found in the cave area just before we actually enter the cave. And our final one is in the Bird's Nest area, inside the rightmost island. Today's shard can be found in the Golden Wasteland in the Graveyard area. We have 3 potential places it can land. One is right here in the very entrance to the graveyard. We have 1 over here, kind of by this winged light. And we have 1 on the other side of this area. I'm just going to sneak past this krill. Uh-oh. I'm not sneaking. You know what? I'll be fine. Let's just do a little woo, woo. We're good. Just a bounce. And the third area is just behind this winged light in that tunnel. So around here. I do actually have a recording of this one, which I will play now with the times. Today's shard timing is on the screen now. It is in PDT time. If you need to convert it into your own time zone, there's a link below. It'll show the upcoming shard times, and it'll show it all in your own time zone, which is nice. This is the one that was just up by that first winged light, and it's pretty nice because it's very out of the way of the krill. I believe most of these are out of the way of the krill, and I find them pretty easy. It's just a little scary for some reason because you're in the graveyard and, you know, there's so many krill here. But I believe there's only one that kind of comes in contact with you here, so you should be pretty safe. I would recommend bringing something to charge yourself, just because there's nothing you can really use around here, other than that winged light, of course. And yeah, all in all, not a super difficult shard. For the second part of this event, we just have to pick up a couple of crabs. Also super easy, there's only 3 of them? Yeah. The hardest one is over here. Oh, there's 4. One on the ground. Careful. And of course, this is a red shard, so upon completion we get some ascended candles, and we have access to one of the shattering memories to find one of the winged light. And that is it for today's daily changes in the Vault of Knowledge. Thank you so much as always for watching, you guys. I hope you found this helpful, hope you enjoyed, and I will of course see you in the next video. Bye bye!